Hello everyone, welcome back to the URL Sunday Championship. This is again round 5 and we're at race 2. Reverse grid for this one, as you know, and also the hard and medium tyres to be used. Reverse grid here, so we've got 80 who finished finished 9th in race 1 is on pole. So a good opportunity for 80 now to just get some clear air, get out in front. And see what he can do with a bit of clear track. He's gone for the hard tyres though, so interesting move being at the front. So we'll see how that plays out. Ginger in second, also on the hards. We know he likes to go a little bit longer than everyone else on the hards. He feels very comfortable on them. So we'll see again what strategy he goes for. Only 2 laps needed for these sprint races on the hard tyres. So we'll see what he decides to do. Sky in third on the hards. He'll be looking to score some points. DB 4th on hards. Nordy in 5th on hards. Willard 6th on hards. Coy's the first man on the mediums. They're in 7th. And he's got Gower on the mediums and Harry G on the mediums. So again, that's similar to last week with the back runners going for the medium strategy. It does seem to help if you can get through the pack quick enough. The mediums definitely make a big difference. You can get out into fresh air early on and try and just keep the pace. The weather will make a slight difference. Wind's not a problem. It's sort of dusk at the minute, so we'll see as the race unfolds how they all get on. So yeah, let's get this underway. Great ending to race 1 between the 2 Gower brothers. We'll be looking to have a good race this one as well. And they're off. They said some of them mid-pack start halfway down the hill, so they'll get a better run. I think that was Willard, definitely with a better run. Yeah, you see, just on Nordy. Coy behind. 2 Gowers. Nordy's up, took the inside line, just tapped the back DB. Who's that? Ginger's gone wide. Onto turn 1, he's getting absolutely mugged by everyone that's gone past him. He's off the racing line, he's got no way back on. Just kept it in front. Right, Coy's through, Harry G's through, Gower's through. Ginger just up there and said, no! Oh, so unlucky. Ginger and Gower just had to come in together. I'll replay it with Ginger. He had nowhere to go. He was trapped on that outside or the inside for this corner. Bounced across the curb. Just come back on and hit the back of Gower. So unfortunate. Gower on their mediums now got a hell of a lot to do. Ginger waiting up for him. Good sportsmanship, Ginger. Hands up, you know, that definitely just a racing mistake there. Let's get back to this wild pack that's going on. Willard in 4th. Another car off. That's DB off now this time. Let's go back and see what's going on. No, I don't think he was pushed on. I think just got a bad exit. Yeah, slightly loose on that corner. Flicked it in, bit too much. Just hit the grass on the outside. Luckily, he ghosted just as these lot come flying past him. So then that's put, Nordy into 2nd, Harry G 3rd, Coy into 4th, Willard in 5th. He's on the hards. The 2 boys in front of him are both on the mediums. So I don't know if he'll know what tyres they started on. I think after a couple of laps you'll probably guess because their grip's going to be a bit better than the hards. As you can see, Harry G right up onto the back of Nordy. 80 scarpered, he's gone. Like I said, just need to get out of the way, get fresh air straight off the bat, just get on with it. Watch Harry G hassling Nordy down into the first corner. Taking the inside line, little touch, nothing much. Coy's trying to follow Harry through. I think Nordy's doing quite well to defend here now. Yeah, well done by Nordy. Harry just goes slightly wide, giving Nordy the opportunity back at him. So he's attacking and defending at the same time. Willard just behind Coy still. He'll be happy to see these lot battling. Means he's going to keep pace and he's gaining time whilst on the slower tyres. But Harry's past Nordy now. Just made a little gap them last couple of corners. Nordy now with his teammate behind. Oh, big touch from Coy there. Big touch from Coy. Just shunted Nordy out of the way. I'm sure the stewards are going to want to have a look at that. We'll just go back and have a quick look. I don't know if you see the gap or they got on the radio and said go up the inside, but they had just had a slight jink. Nordy took the middle of the track and had nowhere else he could go. Didn't go out wide, and unfortunately Coy just knuckled into his rear quarter there. Look, they carry on. I think Nordy recovered himself. Gower's there up into fifth. So despite his spin and being at the back early doors, he's doing a very good job. I think Sky and Ginger are the two that have had incidences. Sky must have had a crash as well at some point because he was fairly high up the table, and Ginger and Gower had their coming together early on. So I'm not too sure again what's happened to Sky. DB recovering, as you see, up to 80s in. Nordy's had enough of these hards, he's in also. So you've got Gower staying out, Willard's on the hard staying out, Coy on the mediums, Harry on the mediums. Just see it's getting dark now, so lights are on. Floodlights are all been turned on. Thankfully someone's put 50p in the meter, so they're going to work for us. Let's see these two boys, 80 and Nordy. 80's on as well. Oh, track limit penalties, pit lane entry. It sucks. I'm not going to lie to you. It sucks. I got it. I think about 4 or 5 other people got it in our league. Obviously, we've seen one with it so far. Nordy done well. He managed to stay out of the way of it. Yep, Sky's also done all right. Not got penalty. I know across other leagues as well, a couple of people have been saying the pit lane penalty was really harsh. A really awkward pit lane to get through. So he's going to 80 a serve his 3-second penalty. I think he's far enough ahead of Nordy. It definitely takes a chunk out of you. I think you end up, it's not 3 seconds. I think by the time you've got back up to speed, I think your lap time, you're about 5.5 seconds slower than a standard lap. It does, it's not just a 3-second penalty. It takes a chunk out of you, that's for sure. So Ginger there in 6th on his hards, DB 5th, Willard's into the pits, quick change, mediums, no fuel, rip and go straight out of the pit lane. Just watch, he's watching Ginger go past, he hasn't pitted yet. Gower up to 3rd, he's on the mediums, he'll be chasing down Coy. Willard's out on his medium tyres. He's all good as well, so happy days. Only one so far. We go back up towards the top. Yeah, good recovery drive from Gower. I think the battling helped him out at the beginning there. He's on the pace, 27.0, so he's the fastest man by 0.8 to his brother. Yeah, and he's a second quicker than Coy. We're hitting on lap 2, so we're expecting these lot to go to lap 15 on these mediums. There's a lot of time to gain, and Harry will be not fuming under his crash helmet, because I think when he looks at it, he'll see that Ginger had nowhere to go. He was bouncing off of that curb. It could have been anyone next to him. He could have missed him. It was just one of them racing incidences that happen on this sort of track. We see Ginger with a bad start or bad first turn, and he just got absolutely mugged through this middle section. You've got people on mediums, you've got people on hards, you've got slower drivers, faster drivers, all sort of coming together on probably the worst part of the circuit. So unlucky, but he's done well. Get himself, like I said, back to 3rd. Not a million miles off of the front 2 either. I think he would have liked to obviously been battling with his brother again, but it is what it is. So let's go back down. DB on his hards. Did have his crash earlier on as well, a little spin on the grass. I think he's recouped fairly well. Just still on his hards. So out of the pits, Willard, out of the people that have pitted, should I say, Willard is the front runner. So AD had a good start on his hards, but had the 3 seconds. And you've got Nordy and Sky sort of right behind. Well, slowly catching. Depending on what happens with these two, they might catch AD over the next couple of laps. Just be careful. Sky with a much better run off that apex. Nordy kind of bounced the curb a little bit, just unsettles the car. So we'll see these two getting up towards 80. This guy's got good slipstream. He's staying to the right. He thinks about it. No, Nordy picks middle of the track. Sky still goes for the inside. Good overtake there from Sky. Nordy tried to turn in, but there was nowhere there. It was a big Harry bow stuck to the inside of that corner. No matter what he'd done, he couldn't get it off. So yeah, Sky's got past him. He'll be on a progression on the good tyres as well. Nordy, if he can keep with Sky, good run there from Nordy. Right out to the curb though, but brilliant speed through that first turn. But if he can keep with Sky, they could catch up with the back of 80, and it'll be happy days. Willard up the road on the mediums. You can see Ginger down in front of him, who hasn't pitted yet on them hard tyres. Ginger's big old tank slapper on the grass, full on sideways. I don't think they make a Megane rally car. If they did, put Ginger in it, because he can definitely control a big slide out of that corner. DB in 4th, as we see. As I said, bad lap, struggled lap for Coy. Something happened to him there. Gowers picked up a good sort of 2.5 seconds on him on that lap alone. Again, with seeing the brake lights flicking and the Texaco car just in front of him, it's going to give him plenty of ammo, something to aim for. Let's see DB into the pits now. Willard's just overtaking Ginger. I think Ginger's in the pits also, so these two boys gone to lap 7. See where DB's going to come out. We'll try and just keep an eye on, by the look of it, Sky, AD and Nordy's past. Sky and AD having a good old battle into turn 1. Let's go back a little bit. I think they had a battle all the way down here, didn't they? Yes, we're back here. So yeah, it didn't take long, and Sky was right up behind AD. Very next lap, Nordy trying to stay with Sky to the outside this time. See if he can pull the move, but the other way around. While defending, AD takes the apex. Good racing space left by Sky, but no, Sky around the outside. Brilliant move this time. Yellow flags. Who's off the track? Not too sure that was. Might be for Ginger coming to the lap, but as you see, AD with a good run off the last corner. Got the inside line for the first corner. Again, a little side by side, nothing too crazy happens. Nordy with a great run, big brake lights on then. You see that? Helps being dark sometimes. Big old flash of brake lights just to hold off. He knew he couldn't make the move through there. So Sky had a slow... Oh, Nordy's off. No, Sky's off. Sky's off. What's happened there? That was so odd. Did he just... just a bit of grass and curb again. This is what I was saying. This track is notorious for this sort of stuff. Same as Brands. You get a good bump over there. He's all bit wiggly there already. I don't think he had no touch. No grass, then curb, and it just absolutely kicked the back end round, lost traction, and round Sky goes again. Sorry, mate. So sorry to see that. He'll be so upset with himself. I think he's definitely had enough now. He's called it a day. So they've retired that car back to the pits, and he'll be not looking forward to the debriefing with his team. Onwards anyway, as we go. We're still going to stay on this view as we see Nordy with the space now just to attack AD. Doesn't have to defend. AD again sticking to the inside. Can we see Nordy do the same thing as Sky did a couple of laps ago? He's got the overlap on the outside, but 80's still there. Slight tag, just slammed the door in 80's face. Just as he took the apex, he was slightly further ahead than 80, but again, 80 great run off that last section, great speed. Again, managed to pull to the inside, not quite alongside, but he does have the inside line. Again, a slight tap, nothing too crazy. It happens. Half a second penalty for 80, crossing the line. Still side by side, these two. Nordy trying to tuck back in, just knocking the back end of 80. Just an accident, trying to tack back into the racing line. Down through the S's. I think Nordy had to double brake then. I think he's carrying a lot more speed than 80. See what he does. He might just decide to back out here because you can see 80's got half a second penalty, so no point slowing yourself down. You're this close. He knows that he's going to get past him, and 80 won't have anywhere to attack. He's going to be a lot slower speed now. So good driving by Nordy, good decision making. Ball's out of the way. I know the ghosting's a little bit of a pain in the arse at the minute. And yeah, on goes Nordy. So Willard, still lonely race for Willard. Got rid of his things. He did have the crash earlier on, or an incident earlier on, but he's still doing a very good job there in fourth. As we see now, where are we back to? Back to these, still at the same. So a 28 for Gower, 27.6 for Coy. So Coy sees the danger. He's giving the car a little bit extra boost, taking down these straights. The pit crew have let him use 100% of the engine power now. No need saving the engine. The endurance races are up next as well, so they definitely don't need to save any of these little engines for that. It's completely different race strategies for the next 5 races, all endurance races, so it'll be definitely interesting to see. I think this car does fairly well with fuel. I think it eats for its tyres by the look of it. Gower, a little flash of the lights. Just telling Coy, I'm still here, mate. Careful, we've seen these curbs and grass catch people out a few times already tonight, so just be careful. It's difficult because the quickest line is over the curb. Same as this one on the exit. The quickest line is to run right up to the edge of that curb, but it's also the most dangerous. And the same through the S's, and the same as turn 1. The quicker lines are over the curbs, but they'll catch you out if you get too greedy with them. Always nice and close. Gower's nice and close to Coy. Coy just trying to break the slipstream a little bit. Is Gower close enough to make a move? We have seen he is a late breaker into this corner. You see there, he gains a lot of time just in that little bit of braking zone. Good exit this time as well. I think Coy also got a good exit. Yeah, he did. Go down, I just see a battle here. You've got Nordy and 80. So after Nordy got past, he's managed to gap a little bit. Another little crash. What's going on? What is going on? It's this bloody track. So 80 down to the 2 right-handers. Big power overslide. Got full on traction control blinking at him. But yeah, big old power slide as he came out. DB's on his way past as well. Unlucky for 80. He was having a good race. Not all over yet though. Still 7 laps to go. And as we've seen plenty of times, anything can happen. Let's go back down towards the back here. Ginger's in 8th. Another lonely race for Ginger. Did have the accident with Sky. Total accident. First first couple of laps, first lap I think it was actually. But again, he's kept his hards for longer than everyone else. He prefers the hard tyres. Switched onto the mediums, and he's running in 8th position. AD on the recovery, Nordy in 5th. Willard Lonely racing 4th. He's practically got almost half the track to himself, but no one else is anywhere near him. But again, these front three haven't pitted. Gower in the 27s. Coy's also in the 27s. So, did say earlier, the team have given Coy the full beams with the engine modes. And he's just managed to keep Gower behind him. Harry G in the 27s, couple of 26s early doors as well. When he got through the pack and got clear, he put his foot down. Should be fine. Oh, little wiggle coming out of there. Careful, Harry. I'm gonna wiggle it a little bit. Full on darkness now. Does give you a different perception of the circuit in the dark. Certain braking points you rely on in the daylight, you can either no longer see, or they're a little bit harder to see. Like the couple of corners, you can use the tyre marks on the floor. You can't quite see them as well in the dark, so you have to find a different braking point or acceleration point. Does mix it up a little bit. I mean, everyone's fairly stable. This is the battle we've got. DB where he got past 80 after his big old slide coming out of the right hand corner. The double right handers really at the bottom of the track before they start working their way back uphill. But DB again in a good point scoring position in 6th. AD good exit. Just let the car out to the outside edge. Just take off the steering lock a little bit. It helps stop with the power oversteer. It still catches you out, despite knowing what it is. It still bites you. Definitely this car, we've seen all this season, this car just so twitchy on the rear end. You think you've got it planted. We're even seeing the front runners, a couple of times now have a couple of moments and they've lost the back end or slightly a bit too much grass, and the car just spins them round. So this car's definitely not the easiest Group 4 to drive, I would say. They all do a brilliant job. Willard again. Go back to Willard at the time, minute. Top 4, consistent, doing well. Just what we like to see. That's how points means prizes. Keep saying, and he's definitely been in the points a lot. We just see Harry G now into the pit. He's only gone to lap 14, so he's pitted one early. He must have had enough of them mediums. He did have a good old gap, but yeah, that's giving Coy and Gower have got this in lap now to push. They've got a proper, they'll give it some beans to try and catch up or see if they can make these mediums last. Coy half on front left, Gower just over half. As we see Harry G come out, yeah, good gap before Willard. But so he just needs to let this first lap, let them hard tyres warm up. Don't go maniac sort of first lap out of the pits, because it's cold, the tyres are cold. You just got to take it easy. And see, we're going to watch this as we've got Coy come round. Also notice that Harry G didn't have a pit lane entry penalty, which is good for him. Coy coming down to the last section through the chicane, up over the hill, under the bridge. Right, he's not coming in this lap, so he's going to go another lap. He's going to come in the 15 hour, yeah, both the 15. So they're both happy on their tyres, so they're going to have 2 laps on Harry. Hopefully Harry's got them tyres fairly warmed up over the course of that out lap. Now we'll see what he can do. Go back down. DB and AD still going at it. AD's finally caught up with DB 3 laps later. Again, just plugging away bit by bit each lap. Got the inside line now down into the left-hand turn, bottom of the hill. Can DB keep it on around the outside? We've seen AD take this apex a lot of times. Yet DB just giving him good racing space. He knew AD had the inside. So good overtake there from AD on DB. Good racing between the two of them. But that puts AD up into 6th. DB just drops down to 7th now. Last couple of laps. Where's Ginger compared to them two? No, Ginger's slightly back. Just again taking a bit more of that McGann rally crossing across the top of that hill. I think we're going to assign Ginger up for some rally cross because he definitely got that down to a T. DB with half a second penalty. It's going to give AD the break that he needs just to concentrate as we get back up. Let's go. Ginger in, Gower in. Both switching, just tyres. A little splash of fuel or not? No, no fuel. He's happy. So go. Where are we? Just see track map. Harry's just coming up round the first corner. Just in front of these. So I think he's going to be safe. Yeah, he's just done up over the brow of the hill. What's that line? Well done, Coy. Well done, them two. Good pit stops from them two. Got to be careful of that line on the way out as well. So yeah, Harry all resumes, positions resume. Despite Harry coming in a couple of laps earlier on the hards, he's kept his pace. And I think Coy and that will probably drop the gap, but not enough. We'll see how they get on now on these hards. Couple of second gap between the two of them. Willard, brilliant job in 4th, just behind these. Nordy in 5th, very quiet race for him really. He's got up into 5th, switched his tyres early, got out and just plugged away. So a bit of a lonely race, like we said earlier on, but he'll be happy with another good points haul. Being in the position he is in the league table, so close to the others around him. DB's been wanting to push. Despite his penalty, he is not a million miles away from AD, and so AD needs to keep it clean and keep it pointed in the right direction, otherwise he's going to be under trouble. He'll be under the cosh from DB. Derby boy's going to have him. So we're on to the final lap. Let's go on board Harry, shall we? Just as he comes up past the S's up over still. That's a good view, that isn't it? See nothing behind. Pitch black. Can't see nothing. What big old puff of flames out the back of the car then. That was great, that was. Round path through the double right-handers. Now up and down the big old long straight. Got enough fuel to get him home. But very good race from Harry. He's done a brilliant job. Got through the pack early doors. Everyone was scrapping. He just managed to pick his spots, get through and past everyone. Still run it right up onto the curbs on the last lap. But well done to Harry as he comes round. Race victory number 2 for Harry. Coy in 2nd. Brilliant result for Coy. Gower in 3rd. My man Willard point scorer in 4th again. Well done, Willard. Good race for him. A little battle still between AD and DB. I'm not sure if that's close enough. We were just watching Nordy. As I said, a bit of a quiet race for Nordy, but again, good point scoring. Fifth in this race. I think he was about sixth. Was he 6th in the first race? I'm not too sure. I should have read down. You see AD being challenged all the way to the line by DB. 6th and 7th for them too. Good race for them. Well done, DB. Good challenge towards the end there, mate. And our resident rallycross driver, Ginger, coming home in 8th in the Haribo machine. Well done. Good race, lads. Well done. Oh, what can I say? Flawless victory again for Harry G. As you can see there as well, he's got the fastest lap and the race win. So all in all, he's had a good race weekend. I think he was pole as well. He didn't have fastest lap in race 1. I think Gower did. But yeah, he's had pole position in quali, race 1 victory, race 2 victory, and the fastest lap in race 2. So congratulations to Harry. He's definitely cementing his position at the top of the table now. Coy in 2nd in the table and in this race, so he's scored himself some good points. Gower, the last of our top 3. I should say last of our top 3. The man in 3rd. Again, with a good race. Been kicking himself with the accident at the beginning, but again, that happens. Thank you very much for watching. Next week, as I said, we are at Suzuka, and it is the first of the endurance leagues or the endurance races. It's going to kick up a whole different ball game. Some people love the endurance. They're really good at strategies and very good at keeping their tyres. I feel a little bit sorry for controllers because their tyre wear goes off a lot quicker, so they can't quite sustain the pace. Not to say that they're at too much of a disadvantage. Anything can happen. But yeah, it should be good. Thanks again for watching, and yeah, see you next week.